good morning. My name is Andrew, otherwise known as Snowbeard Hiker. And this morning I'm coming to you to do a couple things. One, I'm announcing that I am doing the Appalachian Trail through hike starting February 28th. And secondly, I want to show you the equipment that I'll be taking with me. Let me start off by saying that this has been a dream that I've had since I joined the Army a long time ago, and I'm out now and I have the opportunity to go and take on this adventure. I have an awesome supporting family at home. My wife is going to be meeting me at different locations throughout the trail, and likely will be a trail angel a couple times, so be on the lookout. Her and her friend make some really awesome cookies, and they will probably be out there with some coffee and some cookies and some other different things to provide for everyone doing the trail. So anyway, let me get started by saying thank you for watching my channel, and if you like everything you see, please like, subscribe, and follow along as I do this journey. Not sure how many times I'm going to be putting up videos, but I will do them as often as possible. And I'm super excited because I think that this is going to be a challenge that I've needed for a while, and just an opportunity to find a little success in a difficult life journey. So let me start off by showing you, these are going to be my trekking poles. These are the Black Diamond. Everybody pretty much uses these poles. I like them. I think that they provide some good, strong, sturdy movement and help out with those difficult mountainsides. I have some sciatica, and without these I would barely be able to hike up the mountainside, so I love them. And then let's move on to my water filtration system. One, I kind of like having some sort of hose to go into my bottle so that I can drink it on the spot when I need it, because I hate stopping, pulling out the bottle of water and then drinking it and then moving on. And so I got this hose attachment for my smart water bottles, and I'll be attaching this into my smart water bottles and being able to drink water at any point that I want to. I have this 3-liter bottle by, I call it CNOC. I don't really know how it's prescribed, but it's great. And on the end of that, I have my Be-Free filter, which I really enjoy the Be-Free. I know other people like different styles, but this is the style I enjoy. And it got a lot of water comes out of it quickly. It doesn't take forever to fill up other bottles with clean water. And I know that the filter can't back flush, so I may have to buy another one while I'm on the trail, but that will be perfectly fine. Sorry, that's my steak being made right there in the background. Yes, I love to eat steak. I'm a kind of a carnivore in that regard. So that will be my water filtration system. I'm going to keep that on the outside of my pack in this bag so that it's easy access whenever I need it. All right, next, as you can see, I have a ULA. Now, ULA backpacks, they come in all sorts of forms. They have the ULA Catalyst, the ULA Circuit, ULA Ohm. This is actually a ULA Camino. It's designed to be a combination of a bag that you can take on a trail or that you can use as luggage. It's got an opening compartment right here. Let me show you. You can roll this down, pull everything out right there. It's got a mesh zip-up holder here and a mesh zip-up holder on the inside. I love it. So far it fits. It's a wider pack, so I'm a wider shoulder guy. It seems to work great. It's very similar to the Catalyst. The only difference is this has a zip up. So as far as volume, I believe they both hold the same. I think it's like 75 liter. And this pack is just amazing. I like the side pockets are huge. I have 2 straps on the sides that I can hold things, and it's just a great pack. So I'm looking forward to using it. On the inside, on the outside mesh compartment, I have my little first aid kit. I have my sleep face mask, but I'm probably going to put this in with my sleep system. I just had it here for right now. Then I have my rain pants and my rain jacket. My rain jacket is a Columbia jacket, and I used it last year when I did 50 miles on the trail, and it worked fine. It's a little heavier than the others, but it worked amazingly, especially if I have just a t-shirt up underneath my jacket and this, and it keeps me warm in some of the coldest temperatures while I'm walking. And I learned from another site that that's the best way to stay warm while you're on the trail, is to layer up with this being the outside and a simple light water wicking t-shirt on the inside, because this right here will keep all that heat in as you're walking. Because you're walking, you're generating a lot of heat in your body, and you should stay totally warm throughout the process. So I'm really happy to have that the way it is. Okay, and so on the inside pocket, right now I have a little first aid bag, which I'm going to be putting my medications in. I don't have a lot of medications, blood pressure, and then I take a lot of different vitamins, but I want to make sure I have some place specific for them. So I got this bag right here, which is great. I have my poop kit. I love the little poop emoji I got from these. Will let you know where I got these here at the end. If I don't, then I'll make sure I put it in. Oh, it's Hilltop Packs. Excuse me. I got it from Hilltop Packs. And of course, on the inside, I have my trowel. And then I have these really neat portable wipes. All you do is add water. They look like little pills. And they open up into a larger wipe, and you can wipe off your face with them, you can wipe off your body with them, and you can use them as toilet paper when necessary. They are biodegradable. And my trowel I like because it's super light, and it's got this little plastic piece on the end, which helps with being able to push it into the ground without cutting yourself with all these jagged sides. So I like that. And I also have some dude wipes in here, which for me, I just need them. And then I have this another one that's from Hilltop Packs. Is where I put my hygiene stuff. Not a lot, just a tiny bar of soap, a washcloth, and my toothbrush and toothpaste. Things to me just are important to have on the trail. I don't have a real strong odor, but I do know when I stink, and I prefer, for my own personal self, to have something to stay clean. And then finally, I have my little kit for all the different batteries and plugs and stuff that I'm going to need on the trail, and my little air compressor, because one thing I learned last year is if you use your mouth to blow up your air your bed, then you can put a lot of bacteria in it over time, and it can start getting black mold in there, and then it's going to start stinking, and you're probably going to end up throwing it away after the trail. And I just prefer not to do that. Plus, I got a couple battery packs and some other small wires and stuff like that to connect my phone up to. I will be using this phone to do most of my videos, so I just don't want to carry a whole lot of other stuff. So that's what I got for there. That's kind of some luxury stuff. So then I'll start off here with this bag. This bag has my gloves, my hat. I have some knee sleeves in here because I do tend to have a little bit of knee tendonitis here and there, and it can be a problem. One of the things I noticed is that as long as I keep my knees warm, I seem to be fine. It comes from my powerlifting days. It is what it is. And of course, I got my food bag here, also from Hilltop Packs, and I got my food inside of it. I'm not going to go through. Maybe a later date I'll show you all the different food I have in here, but it's really not much. A couple of those freeze-dried meals, and a lot of protein bars and other such things. And then I got these. These are new. Originally, I was wearing my Crocs, and I just felt like they are going to be too cumbersome to pack on the trail, and I just didn't want to wear them. So I bought some of these Near Zero, or Zero, Xoro, Zero shoes. And so far, man, these are light. They're lightweight. They felt good. I wore them for a day, and they felt great. And so I'm excited to be wearing these on the trail. So they're great. And then, let's see. Oh, I have not sure if I'm going to take this or not, but it's one of those really thin towels. But again, it's just one of those hygiene things. It's the army in me. I was always taught to stay clean, and the best way to stay clean while you're on trail is to have the basics. And to me, having a towel to dry myself off if I need to take a shower, or if I need to clean myself off, get some water, and just clean myself off in general, I can dry myself off real quickly. And it's also be good for if some water gets inside my tent or something along that lines. So that's good. And then I got, of course, my cook system. I am carrying, let me show you what I'm carrying here. Carrying of toques, and inside the toques, I have these awesome little fire starters. Now I know I'm not going to be starting a lot of fires on the trail, but here and there I'm sure that I might be near a shelter, and some people at the shelter probably want to get warm in the cold nights. And so I wanted to have something that would be very, very easy to start a fire with, even if it's a bunch of little twigs. So I got these Bigfoot Bushcraft fire starters, which are super awesome because all you do is you take this little, it looks like a cigarette butt. It looks like the same material that's inside of a cigarette butt, but it's got wax on it. Just take it like this, you twist it around, just hold it like that, you twist it around, and expose some of the soft area. You start it up, it starts up so easy, and it will burn for like 5-10 minutes. So even and it will work in wet conditions, it will work in pretty much anything. So I know that this is going to be valuable to me, and if I find that it's not, hey, I can just send it home to my wife or give it to her when she comes to visit. It's no big deal. So I also wanted to make sure I had more than one option to start my my cook system. So I brought along some waterproof matches. So that's what's in this. I'm going to use this toques container primarily for coffee, because I like coffee. And then I have, of course, my little handy long spoon. I believe it's also from Toques. And then I have my cook system, my jet boil. And I'm sure a lot of you have already seen the jet boil. And so that's what I'm using on the trail. Next, I love these Hyperlight individual pods. They're waterproof, they work well. I don't want to put a big bag in here because I'm going to have to reach through the bag all the time. But I just needed something simple. So this is my clothing items. As far as my clothes are concerned, let me show you those. Of course, I have my puffy. I'm not sure, I may just take 2 pairs of shorts, but I have these pants from Purina in here. And I actually I've hiked in these pants before. I like them, they're comfortable. So I may take these for the winter time and then just switch out to all shorts. And then from Outdoor Vitals, I got the, what's this shirt called? I think it's the Ventus t-shirt made of merino wool. And I got the Ventus hoodie also made of merino wool. And I think they're going to be very valuable while I'm out there. I got 2 pairs of socks. One are going to be alpaca socks, the other one darn tough, plus the socks that I have on. And then I have, of course, my merino wool underpants, long legs. And then 1 pair, with the exception to the pair that I have on, of ex officio underwear. So that's what's in my clothing. Then we'll move on to my sleep system. This is my sleeping bag from, man, I always forget. I will put it up in the video if I remember, and tell you what kind of sleeping bag this is, because I always forget the name of the place. But it is a quilt, and it is a nice quilt, and I really like it. Wonder if it's written on here somewhere. Let me take a look real quick. So I would prefer to. It's pretty much a quilt that almost everybody on the trail ends up getting, and it is called Enlightened Equipment. There you go. So this is an Enlightened Equipment quilt, 850 down. Love it. I used it once already. It's been fabulous for me. And then finally, I also have I got a climate sleep pillow, mainly because it's got this soft material on it. Kind of feels like a pillow cover, and I really like having pillow covers. I don't like sleeping on plastic, so I think this is going to be good. I can actually take the rubber pillow on the outside, on the inside out, and I can wash it if needed. Of course, I have the Q-Core insulated sleeping pad, and I have, this is called the Climate V-Sheet Luxe. And it actually basically wraps around your sleep pad, and it's got a little connector at the top where you can put your pillow in it. And it's just a sheet, and it's a warm, comfortable sheet. And I like sleeping on sheets. I want to sleep as best as I can out there, and I don't want to move around on plastic. And I just feel like the sheet will give me a little bit closer to feeling like I'm sleeping on a bed. So I got that with me. And then finally, my son bought me some of these Enlightened Equipment booties. I'm not sure if I'll use them or not. My feet, I generally stay very warm, and usually my feet get cold because they're sweating, not because the air is getting to them. So I've learned to sleep with very minimum amount of clothing when I'm in my sleeping bag, because I usually sweat easy and I usually have issues. So I just sleep with a minimum amount of clothing, and including like socks. I just don't wear them. I seem to stay warm without them, and if I start sweating, that's usually when I get cold. So that's what these are for, if needed. Then I have a Gossamer Gear sit pad. Now this is one that they usually put in their backpacks, but I just saw it and I liked it a lot better than that thinner, less sturdy one, and I used that one last year and I didn't like it, so I got this one, and I was able to fold it up and just stick it on my side. So I think it's going to be perfect. Let's see what else. And I am going against the flow. I am going with a sleeping tent from Mirror Land. It's a Lanshan 2. It's $150 on Amazon. I've tried it a couple times, even camping, and it worked amazing. It worked just as good as any other trekking pole tent, and when it rained, I didn't get wet. So that's what's important to me. It only weighs, with the ground sheet, it weighs a little less than 3 pounds. Without the ground sheet, it weighs a little less than 2 pounds. So it's worth it to me. I'm looking forward to taking it along. And what else? Do I have anything else in here? All right. Last but not least, of course, I got my Garmin. I guess it's not last. I got a couple other things there. I got my Garmin. I'm going to take it with me so my family can follow along on the computer and see where I am. And it will help my wife help me with scheduling different locations to stay, whether they're hostels or whether they're hotels. And let's take a look at this. I got this Hyperlight fanny pack, but I just keep it on my chest, and I love it there. It works out perfect. In the front of that, I have different things: a little rope, a little knife, and another little way to start fires. And in the back, I have a couple things in here I want to show you here in a second, but I have my flashlight for my head. And of course, this is pretty much the same one that everybody else is getting from Nightcore, and the NU25. and it works amazing, people. I'm telling you, I love it. It's simple. It doesn't. It lasts long without charging, but it doesn't take long to charge back up either. I got my Nicor super light 10,000 amp battery charger for my phone, and in here I have a couple things that help with me when I through my sciatica. One is called a flossing band, and so basically it's just a big band. And I'll show you. This particular one is from Ruck Wrap, and you can use this for all different things. You can use it for exercising, use it for anything. But in particular, when I have inflammation around my ankles, around my knees, I just use this. It's made of rubber, and I just wrap it. I just wrap it tight, and it really helps with getting rid of the inflammation. And it's worth every bit of the money I spent on it. It wasn't that much. It was like 10 bucks. It's no big deal. And then finally, of course, I got my cork ball for just rolling out certain areas that are sore and trying to get a little bit of relief. It's kind of like a deep tissue massage using this, especially in my hips, my iliotibial band on the sides, my IT band, and stuff like that. So to me, this is worth having. I know that everything you see here seems like a lot of weight, all right? But the reality is I've weighed it 2 or 3 times now, and I've come to find out, I got my little bit of hand sanitizer too. And that's everything so far, pretty much, other than my 2 bottles of water that I'll be carrying with me. Again, I love this bag. I love the ULA Catalyst. I love this ULA Camino even more. I highly recommend these bags. I will tell you 2 things. One, they come with 2 different straps. They have straps that go straight down, and then they have straps that curve in. Because I'm a large-chested guy, I'm big, I'm wide. This S strap works great for me. They generally recommend these for guys with wide, rounded shoulders, and for women, just because they operate better for the shoulders in the way that the way that they want to wear it, and it works great. I'm telling you right now, if you haven't checked out these bags, make sure you do. They're worth every bit of a penny. This one weighs a little less than 3 pounds. Their Catalyst weighs right around 2 pounds, and they're worth it. They're just worth it. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this presentation.